buddy Smitty gets in, says, like Darian Kendrick, EJ Williams playing corner could help the secondary. Okay.
That's interesting.
I haven't heard that, but I'm not opposed to any help that our secondary could get at this point because let's be honest, we have spoken to exhaust on the secondary at this point. It's not good.
Yeah.
And unless we get super healthy, we get our starters back, we get Sheridan Jones back. But I mean, even Wiggins looked terrible today.
Yeah,
I mean, he got burned.
Wiggins did not play well. He made, and I give him credit. He made the final play when he needed to. He made the final pass deflection, which was kind of poetic. But yeah,
the man looked defeated for most of the game. Did you see the look on his face?
Yeah,
every time he took his helmet off, he knew that he was just getting torched. I don't know what is going on with the Clemson secondary. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just them being freshmen, they're just not ready. And then maybe that's the case. And that's okay, right? That is okay.
And I think that kind of goes to the conversation that's been had by Clemson fans for a while now.
Yeah.
Should Clemson have gone into the portal to get maybe one or two defensive backs? I say
probably.
I say we were fed all offseason that it's like, oh yeah, we have inexperience there, but we've got some really talented freshmen that are really good. Toriano Pride is really beyond his years as far as his ability. Jaden Lucas is
guess what? I can't tell.
Nate Wiggins might be the best corner on the roster.
Guess what? I can't tell.
Yeah, I can't tell either.
And if that is, that's not good. That says something. If Nate Wiggins is the best player or the best corner on the roster, we got a long season ahead of us.
Yeah.
I mean, look what Georgia is doing to teams. And I know Georgia struggled, quote unquote, today. Okay. It is what it is. But you look at some of the top 5 teams out there and their passing game, they would absolutely feast against this Clemson secondary.
Yeah.
And regardless of how good our defensive line is, you can only get so much pressure.
Yeah.
Right? If your defensive backs can't hold up at all, you don't have a prayer. Right? So I mean, it is what it is. I respect the fact that Clemson is putting who they have out on the field, but at the end of the day, it's got to be better. It's got to be better at this point.
And there were certainly some, there was no shortage of capable defensive backs in the portal.
There was plenty.
You got to question the the self scouting and the self evaluation of this, during the off season where it's like, I mean, if we're giving up these kinds of, and we're this undisciplined and this poor in our technique right now, why did you think that these were guys you could win with right now? I mean, and we won technically, but we're not getting even average secondary play right now. This is flat out bad.
If you're telling me, look, at the end of anybody watching right now, including you, no doubt, if we had average secondary play, we would have blown Wake Forest out today.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's facts. And
even an average secondary would have been able to make, they would have gotten beat some, but they would have made a play. They would have made a play or two, and that could have been the difference between 1 or 2 scores that Wake had in this game, and all of a sudden it's a different outcome.
Think about it. We had 120 yards in penalties.
Yeah.
We had 85 penalty yards in the first half.
Yeah.
120 overall, but 85 in the first half. Most of those were 50-50 balls that turned into, if they don't catch them, I bet you Clemson will commit a PI, and then we'll get the yards anyway, right? That's literally was Wake Forest's offense at a certain point in the game. Now, eventually, Sam Hartman started hitting some throws, so that became their offense. But you're telling me when a team going into halftime has 10 yards 10 rushing yards, and they're winning. Like what? I mean, what are we doing at this point? Like you can't win games like that. And yes, did we win the game? Yes, but we'll take it. And I'm so happy. Hey, hats off. Hey, Tigers on top. Paul on side of your helmet. I'm so happy that Clemson won the game. But at the end of the day, there we go. Yeah, Paul over here. Paul on the front of your hat. But at the end of the day, we have a lot of work to do, especially on defense. So let's get into the next comment. Can y'all explain why they didn't play Cade, please, and how you think he has been playing?
I don't rewatch the game.
Go rewatch the game.
We didn't play him.
DJ was look. If you're asking that question, I don't think no offense. Thank you for getting into the comments. Thank you for contributing to the show. But I don't think you watched the game if you're asking that question because DJ was not the problem in this game. DJ played amazing. He ran when he needed to. He made the throws he needed to. DJ was not the reason that this game was close.
Not even close.
No, that's
he gets my offensive MVP for today.
Absolutely. I think DJ may be the reason we won this game.
Yeah.
To be completely honest.
Yes. Why would they play?
Under the goat. Yeah. You get in there. Playoffs, bro. Not right now. Not right now. DJ looked more like Notre Dame DJ. Absolutely. He did. He absolutely
in some
did.
ways he was better. That's really encouraging to see. Yeah. He in a lot of ways he just hit the touch on because in the Notre Dame game, I think a lot of people. I've gone back and watched how he played in that game, and he certainly played really well. But just the way it came off of his hands, especially on the shorter throws, still left a lot to be desired, and he missed some. He missed some guys, but I think he's improved so much with his touch and just his accuracy that I think in some ways he's he looked better. In some aspects,
he did look
and
better.
He's not working with and honestly, this performance was more impressive because he didn't have Travis Etienne to work with, or an Amari Rogers, or
like that,
Cornell
right?
Powell, or So
absolutely,
that was in some ways I thought he played better than he did in the Notre Dame game.